we've still been working on the trunks of the trees. Now we're going to put together the fiberfill. It's been spray painted white. I started working on some of the green, as you can see, but we're really going to go in depth once it's kind of gotten some stiffness to one side. You want the other side kind of cottony because we're going to stretch that. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to get color all the way through it with the least amount of paint so that they don't become brittle and heavy. On top of that, they'll topple your trees over, so then your trunks and everything have to get bigger. And anytime you're talking about weight and a diorama, um, you know, you're going to get into having to break stuff down or transporting things that are super, super heavy. So we're going to try to avoid that. I always say, use materials around the house. So going and buying a new pillow and taking the stuffing out of an old pillow is a great way to make trees, snow, mountains, all kinds of stuff. This stuff is super light. It can be folded and shaped into just about anything if you use spray paint and then some acrylic paint on the interiors. We want to stay away from oil paints because it is a natural substance, and oil paints will not set well here. It will degenerate some of the outer layer, but the inner layer will never fully harden, and and it's really hard to get that finished. Plus, you get that crispy, crunchy, and we don't want that. We want more textured. We want the inside of the fluff. Once we get it layered, we're going to take it and stretch it so that we get the interiors of the tree going up inside of where the limbs are at. But you want to get your mainstay limbs on, and try to like stretch it and get the feel of how you want your tree to look. Um, but right now we're getting into the green paints, and so what I've done is I've selected lots of different greens, and then we can go into darkening and lightening those colors and shades of green all the way up. And when this finishes, we're going to go in with yellows and hues of white, and really creamy colors to kind of put the accentuation of light hitting the tree if that's what we want to do. If you want to do a dark forest scene, obviously you want to hit it with some blacks, some browns, give it that shade like it's nighttime, and you're going to look in through the trees and the shade. So let's get it on. We're going to use a big fat brush, and I just picked up paints anywhere I could that were cheap because the color really needs to be even, and it's going to go deep. So I found the expensive paint and cheap paint is really going to do a lot of the same. So we want to spend money on collections, not on supplies to display it. So you just start to get that green put in there, and really get down inside of the cotton a bit and kind of fluff it out as you go. It'll help evenly cover the amount of material that you can cover with the minimal amount of paint. But at the same time, it's going to have so many layers. And that's what you want. When you look at a tree, you don't just see one green. You see 50 greens in a foot, So as we put the stages on, we'll be then mixing the greens and the darks and the lights. And you don't ever want to go, too hard because you'll make holes, and we don't want holes. We'll fix all these gaps in between as we glue them into, the limbs that we've already got attached to the trunks. Once I get the thing completed, I'll probably do like a time-lapse video, or maybe even a series part where I put the whole thing together. It's because doing time and space, I've made so many bits and pieces here and there and added to. So I haven't always done the videos as an explanatory video. Um, so I did keep a video log of all the progress on the trees. And so I'll probably condense that down into a mini series of instructional videos, but I'll probably do in a time elapse and just put all the videos with an overdub of explanation and guidance and how to get in touch with me. I put my real information out there because uh, I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to know, and like I want to be connected to the other people out there that are sitting at their house right now. They're making cool stuff, and they want cool stuff, and they're either trying to buy cool stuff or they're selling cool stuff. And anytime I can connect with a real fan, uh, you see me with a lot of Joes, but I am a fan of lots of different genres and lots of different brands. So just because you guys see me with the Joes, don't think that I don't know my Transformers and my DC versus Marvels. And see how we're getting a nice light colored green in there, okay? So as we cover in that white, and as this paint begins to dry, we'll see, the interior of our tree start to shape out. You know, we know how many limbs we're going to need because you put the main superstructure of the tree together, and then you start filling in the small limbs. So it's really nice to kind of think about seeing things in nature and what it would actually look like if you were looking at it right now, and try to form that into your brain, like what you would see anytime you're walking through any forest. Like, how does the light hit the trees? And you've got to be thinking about like where you're going to position your figures. Are you going to reposition the figures? So many things that a collector, when they're fixing to, display something that they're passionate about, and they want to put thought into it, and they don't want it to be like corny or untasteful. A lot of times guys will have to ask the girlfriend, hey baby, can I have some space for my Joes? I really got something cool in the works. And every now and then God gives you those cool girls that are like, sure babe. Other guys not so fortunate, I know. I like to play my music loud. That's why I'm usually taking videos to like this one. Really getting down in there, because we will be doing the upper side. What I'm doing right now is the underside. So it's so funny because I'm going to do the light on the bottom, cut into it with the dark, and then let my light be from the underside, because I'm actually doing this tree for a cave scene. That tree will actually like be growing out of the side of a mountain, but I'm gonna have some spotlights and things in the diorama. So the funny thing is the underside that's closest to the trunk will actually be lighter than the top, but it's because of the way that I'm going to use it in the display. Trust me, you will get better. So what I'm doing right now is I'm wrapping the inside, and to show you what's going on. So I'm taking the interior and loading up the brush super well, and then just kind of divoting in to the cotton. And as you get kind of a patterny, you know what I'm saying, kind of color scheme, then what you want to do is you want to take it and fold it so the inside touches the inside and press. And what you'll get is these nice patchy trees. But we want to make sure and get all the white covered. So that's why you have to come in with so many layers and just kind of let the paint dry in waves. So as you can start to see what the tree will start to look like as you build it. And like I said, I'll post some other videos where I show the actual installation of the canopies onto the structure of the trunk, and start attaching the existing limbs, and then there'll be a whole playthrough of how I go in and do the small limbs and the limbs that jut out from each other. Um, that's kind of hard to get done the way that it needs to be done and not have your materials kind of break down if you're using organics. And I am using some organics and some synthetics. So um, depending on how you put that together and how you coat it and paint it and protect it, um, it should make a problem. So like I said, here we go with the painting of the tree canopies for my GI Joe slash other genre uh, diorama kit, and I will go through the process of painting all these on another video, and I'll just put the whole construction of the thing all in one elapsed video once I've completed it. And you guys enjoy the videos, enjoy the instructions and the ideas, and if you've got anything for me, just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comments in the bottom, and thank you. May God bless, and be healthy.